Okay, let's start with the logical DEX over here. For this, I'm starting with the calculated column. It means that we will be creating the column based on the calculation. So we'll be talking about if, and, or, and the substitute of the same also in this clip. So here we have some practical requirement. If you come to the customers table, you have the annual salary available and lot many things. Let us just go with the annual salary. Suppose I would say this company Adventure Works is coming up with some new products, and the product, the target person or the target people for this product is going to be someone whose annual salary is greater than $50,000 annually. So that is going to be the target customer. So what they are trying to do, they are first trying to search in their existing list of customer whether they have target people also. So if it is, so they need to create a column for the same with whether will simply say yes or no, target customer yes or no for that new product. Okay, so how to create a column? There are many ways to do it. If you are under the table tool, you can see you have the new column option available. You are anywhere into the table, you can simply right click anywhere and you can have an option of inserting a new column, or in over here also in the fields pane you can right click anywhere to insert a new column. So these are many ways to do it. Under the home also you have an option to insert a new column, so it's everywhere. Anyway, so I can simply click on this one, any way you can go with. It will immediately activate the formula bar. Right now it is not, but now it is. Okay, let it do. Let us first understand this formula bar. If you see 1 is written in front of it, 1 means that this is the first line. You can actually press shift enter to add few more lines. I'll talk about that also, and I'll talk about how to use a variable. There I'll be talking about creating new lines. Right now it is not required. So first of all, I need to assign the name of the column. I would say target customer. Okay, and simply, you remember we generally use if function. Here we can simply use the same. If you are an Excel user, this is going to be very relevant and known to you. And the best part for you, if you're an Excel user, 30% of the functions that we have in Power BI is similar to what we have in Excel, and also the way of writing is also same. Correct? So I'll say if. You can see this will be the list of all the function which has if word in it. So you can see if error, date, diff, all these functions we have in Excel also. Here we have it along with us, which is very good. Okay, and in fact the syntax is also same. Let me just open it up by using the tab key, and it says logical test, comma, value if true, comma, value if false. What is my logical test? What is my condition? And as I mentioned earlier, the condition is that if annual salary is greater than or equal to $50,000 per year, the person will be treated as our target customer, else no. Right? Simple. So no need to do anything. You can simply write the name of the column. Even you start typing the name. Suppose I remember income, so I can simply say income, and it is showing the list of any column that exists inside this table, right, having income word in it. So I'm good with this. I'll simply press tab key, so it has selected, and simply greater than symbol. Remember, greater than or equal to 50,000. If that is true, I'll simply press comma. If that is true, what I want Power BI to show, this function to show, I would say yes, and yes is a string. Okay, so I'm going to put it in double quotes. Yes. Else, which is comma, no. So double quotes, no. I'll close down the parenthesis and enter. That's it. Target customer. If the annual income is greater than equal to 50,000, yes or no. Let me simply go forward, and it is giving me the result. Okay, and later on I can simply see how many target customers we have. Although we are not going to do this, but for the sake of understanding, I'm just putting it over here. I'll just put it here. in the table, I believe it will be better to put in and target customer, right? I'll simply put in the values here. So yes, no, and I can also change it to count of the same. So in total it is giving us, but let me also drop it over here. If I change it into a matrix, you will get a better view of looking at it. It will simply give you the bifurcation. How many yeses are there? How many no's are there? It means how many target customers we have in total. Over 10,000 people are our target customers from that list of people. Okay, I'll go back. I've got the answer. But what if I have more than one conditions to put in? Suppose I would say yes, because annual income is supposed to be greater than equal to 50,000, but also the person is supposed to be a male. Gender is supposed to be male. Can you see? Gender is male. So I have now two conditions. How to entertain two conditions? In Excel, we can use and for the same, right? So I will be just editing this one. I'm not going to rewrite it. Now look at that. I'm coming over here, and for this I will be using the AND function, which is there with us in Power BI also. I'll open it up by pressing the tab key, and so this is my first condition, logical 1, comma, what is my next condition, logical 2? It's going to be gender is equals to M, which is in double quotes, and I am going to close down the parenthesis. Okay, so what I have done, I've said if and annual income greater than 50,000, comma, gender is equals to M, and I've closed down the bracket because this entire is my condition. Now if it is true, what I want to show yes, else it is no. Enter, and now that column will get updated. If I scroll towards right, here you will notice it will get updated, and let me see the result now. I believe there must be some difference. Look at that. It has drastically reduced. Now only 5,000 people are my target customer, and almost 13,000 people are not, because I've increased the condition. In this case, I can also use a function known as OR. Look at that, OR function. What OR will do? It says either a person should be male or income greater than 50,000. That is going to be my target customer. Either of the two conditions. So I'm using OR for the same. And that's it. I'll just keep everything same because the conditions are right. It's just that either this or that. So in place of and, I've used OR. Now if I go back to the report view, you will notice again the result is absolutely different. Now 14,000 plus people are my target customers because it is saying either this or that. Larger audience I'm targeting now, right? So I'll go back, and one more thing I have to add here, very interesting, which you will face challenge in doing so. If you pause the, if I'll give you a question and now you pause the video and then try to do it, would be great, because this is how we should learn. Okay, first you need to try it yourself, face the pain area. Once you do that, it will become easier for you to retain all such things for a longer period of time, and the logics will be more clearer for you. Now my question is that now I have more than two conditions. Okay, and it's going to be an AND condition. I would say person has to have an income of greater than 50,000, which is true. Annual income is greater than 50,000. Gender is male and also is supposed to be married. Marital status is also be married, and that is an AND condition we have to put in. It means all the three conditions must be true. For this, what I'll do, first of all, the moment I open up AND, the problem with the AND is that it will support only two arguments. If you see, logical 1 and logical 2, nothing else. And now we have more than two conditions. If I try to put another one, you can see comma, and then I'll try something. It is already giving me some red underline, and over here also some red color. It means that something wrong I'm doing. It will not accept it. Although let me just try to put in marital status is equals to M. Okay, look at that. The zigzag red underline. So it means something is wrong. Unexpected parameter. It is not expected over here. So we have a substitute for the same. In place of and, we have to use double ampersand symbol. It means I should remove the function because function won't support it. I'll also remove this opening closing parenthesis, and in between this comma won't work. I need to put in double ampersand. This is something very unique over here in Power BI, and over here also I'll put double ampersand. So this double ampersand makes sure that this is an AND condition. Greater than equal to 50,000 and customer gender should be male and marital status should be M. Enter. So anytime you have more than two conditions or even two conditions, you can use double ampersand. That is much suitable for you to use it. Okay, I'll go to the report view and now you'll see again it has changed the entire result because now it has three conditions, which is toning down lot many people. And this way you may also ask one thing that, okay, if we have more than two OR conditions, then what? Because in OR function also we can't put more than two conditions. So in that case, you can simply put double pipe. Yes. What is double pipe? The key, a vertical line just below backspace key onto your keyboard. So I'll simply put double pipe, use the shift key along with that. Over here also double pipe. Okay, enter. And now if I go back to the report view, there I go. Now the result is different because either this or that kind of condition we have. Okay, so I hope you understood all these functions we have discussed. We have discussed if, we have discussed and, we have discussed or. Substitute of and is double ampersand. Substitute of or is double pipe. So 5 things we understood in this single clip, right? Because every now and then we get a lot of conditions. So that is why I've just kept it like this. You can also try something. Let me just give you one more example. If it is something you need to try and do it. Suppose if you come to the products table, we have a product price column is there. What I'll be doing is I'll be creating a new column. Let me just create a new column, and the purpose of this is to show a price point, whether it is low, medium or high. Okay, so let me just put it over here. One second. First the name of the column, which is price point, and then the function. So I'll be using if. Now this time I'll give you an example of multiple if conditions. If price, which is here, okay, I'm using tab key to select it. If the price of the product is less than equal to $500, then I would say it's a low, it has low price point, comma, again if, because I have more than one conditions in this continuity, right? So I'll say if it is less than 500, low. If it is between 500 to 1000, it is mid. And if it is more than 1000, then it will be high price point. So if price of the product is less than equal to 1000, then I would say mid, else I would say high. Twice I'm going to close the parenthesis because two functions I have opened. Enter. So we'll be able to know the three statuses, whether high, medium or low. Okay, so I can also create one matrix here. Like in this case itself, I can drop in the price point. I'll drop it here. So that way we'll be able to know that how many products we have in each price point. Let me just change the calculation to count. So you'll notice that there are high products, high-end products 79, low end is 159 and 55 mid one. I'll simply click on this to sort it also, low, high and mid in this way, right? Based on these values. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We discussed about AND, we discussed about OR, substitute of AND as double ampersand, substitute of OR as double pipe. We discussed about if, and lastly we discussed about nested if. So all these functions come into the group of logical functions. Thank you.